Russia-Ukraine tensions, UN Security Council clashes. After the United States convened a meeting to review Moscow's army buildup along its border with Ukraine, there were heated exchanges between Russian and American envoys at the UN Security Council. According to US Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield, this was the largest mobilization Europe has seen in decades. Her Russian counterpart said the US was causing hysteria and interfering in Russia's affairs that was not okay. If Russia invades Ukraine, the United States and the United Kingdom will impose harsher sanctions. Legislation aimed against people and companies with connections to the Kremlin is now in the works, according to UK Foreign Secretary Liz Truss. Sanctions imposed by the United States, according to a US official, would cut off the Kremlin's cronies from access to the global banking system. About 100,000 Russian soldiers, tanks, artillery, and missiles are stationed near Ukraine's borders, according to reports. Russian Ambassador Vasily Nebenzia told the UN Security Council on Monday that there was no evidence that Russia was considering military action against Ukraine, and that the UN had not verified Russia's troop buildup. He said that Washington has no business interfering with Russia's deployment of soldiers on its own soil. UN members voted 10-2 against Russia's attempt to thwart the meeting's open session. Although the United States remains hopeful that a diplomatic solution can be found, Ms. Thomas-Greenfield cautioned that if Russia attacked Ukraine, the results would be horrendous. She said that Russia was intending to raise the number of troops stationed in Belarus, Ukraine's northern neighbor, to 30,000. US government officials instructed their families to leave Belarus late on Monday due to an unusual and worrying Russian military buildup, according to a statement. The families of US government officials at the American embassy in Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, received a similar order last month. Putin's diplomatic attempts continued on Monday when he spoke on the phone with Macron of France. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and US Secretary of State Antony Blinken are scheduled to meet on Tuesday. US officials claim that Russia has responded to a US request for de-escalation in Ukraine with a formal answer. The public negotiation of a response was deemed unproductive by a State Department spokeswoman. According to the spokesman, the United States is firmly committed to dialogue and will continue to communicate closely with its friends and partners, including Ukraine. US has rejected Moscow's demand for a commitment from the West that Ukraine would never be a member of the NATO alliance, which commits its members to help each other in the case of an armed assault. The United States and the United Kingdom are both NATO members, as are the former Soviet republics of Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia, all of which border Russia. Having NATO forces stationed in Eastern Europe is seen as a direct danger to Russian security. Despite differing interpretations of what was pledged, Mr. Putin has long maintained that the United States violated a commitment it made in 1990 not to expand NATO eastward. In 2014, Russia seized control of Ukraine's southernmost peninsula, Crimea. Fighting in the eastern Donbas area has claimed the lives of more than 14,000 people since Russia's annexation of that territory in 2014.